Okay, let's go back to PowerPoint. So how do we classify epithelial tissues? Whether it's simple and has one cell thick, whether it's stratified and has multiple cells. Cell shape, flat, cubic, or tall columns. Squamous cells are flat. Cuboidal cells are shaped like little cubes. Simple columnar is columns. This is found lining the lungs, in the kidneys. Cuboidal is found in the kidneys, making up tubes. This is found throughout the gut. Stratified means there's many layers. This is simple stratified squamous epithelium. I'm not going to ask you about stratified cuboidal or stratified columnar. Simple squamous are like a flat cell, and you put them together, they join one another, and they form a barrier, and those cells line your digestive tract, for instance. They, they line your lung cavities. Simple cuboidal has a large nucleus, spherical in shape, and the cells are basically little cubes. Kidney tubules are made of simple cuboidal cells. Simple columnar epithelium is throughout the digestive system, from the esophagus to the rectum. The intestinal lining, the nuclei tend to be toward the bottom, and usually you can see one nuclei per cell with one layer of cells. In the respiratory system, we have pseudostratified ciliated columnar epithelium. The cells are columns, they're ciliated, and they may look as if there are multiple cells, but that's based upon the structure. So it's not stratified, it's pseudostratified. They have cilia, they have columnar shapes, and these are found in the upper respiratory tract, in the trachea. We're not going to worry about transitional. We're all going to worry about stratified squamous. All of your skin, the surface of the tongue, are made out of many layers of stratified squamous. Notice only the superior cells are flattened. So you look at the lining of the tongue, the oral cavity, and the skin are stratified squamous, meaning it has multiple layers. Glandular epithelium. So you have apocrine cells that release sweat glands. We're just going to worry about apocrine, and when we get to integument, we'll talk about sweat glands. All I want you to know is release cytoplasm at the tip of the cell. So you can have wax secreted onto hairs, mammary glands secrete milk, salivary glands. So those are examples of glandular secretion. So apocrine, for instance, mammary gland tissue. So I'm not going to ask you about these different types. All I want you to know is that epithelial tissue makes up glandular tissue. Now we're in connective tissue. So let's go back to Stop recording, and then we'll continue with connective tissue.